answering the biggest question people have about Nintendo's new game builder garage. Is this little guy going to be in Smash Brothers now? Hey everyone, this is a new location again. I was kinda expecting to do a Splatoon 3 video today, but since Nintendo suddenly out of nowhere revealed a new game about making games, I had to cover it now. And that's why in a new location I can wear green again. There's no green screen, so it's just cool. And I'm really excited about the topic of today, the Game Builder Garage. It seems very interesting, and it is very good that Nintendo keeps on making these, making products, software. Really, this is not the first time, of course, that Nintendo has done something like this. Back in the SNES days, we had the Mario Paint and then Mario Studio in Japan expanded on it, where you could do more stuff. Like I think even like one part of the Mario Studio, you could make like your own 3D models and stuff. And then you of course have like WarioWare DIY, Flipnote Studio, where you could make your own animations, Mario Maker. And then very recently, when they released Labo VR, they actually had this mode called Garage, where you could make your own VR games. And this is what the Game Builder Garage is actually based on. Not everyone knows this, but this is not a whole new concept. This is like an expansion, making it so for software what we had in Labo VR. Of course, you might have not heard about it because Labo wasn't the biggest success they had. And also, I think Labo VR Garage did not allow you to share any of the games that you made. So it was really basic and had some like weird Nintendo decisions, like not being able to share your games. But today we are going to look at the trailer for Game Builder Garage and then look at the website, and then I'm going to tell you a few things that I am hopeful about, that make me hopeful for the software, and then a few things that I am a little concerned about. Okay, so here we are at the Game Builder Garage website by Nintendo, of course. And let's start looking at the website. First of all, there's a cool little image showing how the games are made. So using the node feature, kind of similar to what they use in Blender. It reminds me a lot of Blender, where if you want to do anything cool or anything special with your 3D models, you can use nodes to do that. So it's really cool, really simple, and I think it's really good for getting people started with making games. Having a more simple way of building your games is really good, and I think nodes are very good. In Blender, they can get a bit complicated, but this is Nintendo making it, and they know the audience. So I know it will be like really simple. But that said, programming made fun reads here, and here's the trailer. So let's watch the trailer right now. Okay, the Nintendo Switch, and here is the showing the node feature. So you just drag boxes and lines between them. Pretty simple. And this is like showing a node of like the stick and what does it do, moves left to right, that kind of stuff. Easy way to control. Here's the little guy that will hopefully be in Smash Bros. And then you can like, when you press B, just pretty self-explanatory, and I think Nintendo will have lots of good tutorials for this. It's like you can build stages. I like how the guy explodes there. I like how the guy explodes there when you it touches something. I'm not sure if you have to program that or make it that, or if you have the option to just make it bump. But I like it how it explodes. Reminds me of like Super Hot, where the guys are also red, and then they just explode. But yeah, and then you can see like you can do timers and all these cool stuff, effects, textures, cool. I wonder how you make textures in that one. Here showing you how like shows you the tutorial on how to make games. Anyone can be a great programmer. Cool. UFO game. That looks neat. Looks like a fun platform with that one. Learning the basics. Oh, you can draw stuff yourself. That's cool. Make 2D games as well. Card game. Really neat. Ooh, a fighting game even. That one really needs the one with the neon lights, so you can do some really cool looking stuff in there too. So yeah, that is Game Build Garage. Looks pretty exciting and it's releasing pretty soon. So yeah, that's my reaction to the trailer, I guess. Only a 2-minute trailer. But yeah. One of the good points that I noticed right in the beginning of the stage is the price. And this is very important because it's only $30, or I assume also 30 euros if you live in Europe, which I do. And usually Nintendo games are always like $60. So this was a bit shocking and in a really good way surprising. Like if Nintendo releases something, even if it's like a port of a 10-year-old game, it's usually like always $60. But this is only 30. This is really good. And unfortunately, if I remember correctly, it's not coming to Europe only as digital, so that's a bit weird. So here's adding player controls. These are called node-on, so the nodes. Also reminds me of Nopon from Xenoblade franchise, the little Furbies. Yeah, it can get a bit complicated, but start with the basics and you'll be alright. Yeah. Here's another video. I think, okay, shows you how the game screen looks like when you make it and how it looks like in game. Okay, cool. You can make checkpoints, sweet. And here's you can unlock stuff when you make more. I guess you can unlock more features. That would be interesting. Here's the game screen again, and that was all of the images we have. Control options. Also compatible with a USB mouse, which is really, really cool. And I don't remember if any Nintendo game has that. And it kinda reminds me of those Mario Paint days where you also had like the mouse that you could connect to your SNES. So you can clearly see like Nintendo getting inspiration from its past when it comes to all of these mega tools. Build and play included guided lessons that can teach you build 7 fun games. This is really cool. So that one that we saw with the game screen was Tag. Seems interesting. On a roll, use motion controls. So you can also program motion controls there. Interesting. And racing game. And it's not showing the other ones, but that is still cool that you can do so many different types of games. Really lets people be creative. Ready to take the lead as you imagine. Free programming, so you can do anything you want really. Add a note onto your programming screen, decide how you want to interact with the game live, even if you're yeah, okay. And here it also shows you like share and receive buttons, which is really cool. Only I think via codes you can share games, so you can put codes online and then people can find your games. But I would really like for them to have like this online hub where you can like browse games that people have made easier, so you don't have to go to online and search for codes. So you could just maybe look at some games that people have made and maybe try them out, kind of like how the stage builder sharing works in the Smash Bros. Ultimate game. That would have been cool. That's something I'm a bit concerned about, honestly. But at least we can share now. So So yeah, hopefully in the future we will get like this library feature that shows like an online hub accessible from in-game where you can just browse these different games that people have made and yeah, possibly try them out as well. And I think you can also yeah, share with friends, exchange codes with friends to download. Okay, here's a starter. There might be other stuff there. I think it's online and local where you can share, but local share, I don't. People don't do that very often. So okay, cool that you have it there, but is it really necessary? Interesting. Check out the programming behind downloaded games. This is very good and something Mario Maker 2 didn't have. Mario Maker 1 had where you downloaded a level, you could like check it out how it's built, but that wasn't the case in Mario Maker 2. I'm glad you can check out the programming behind downloaded games. Okay, you can also work with friends on games. That would be really cool. Okay, that's just nothing. Release date June 11th, so very soon. Developed by Nintendo, of course. Players up to 8 players, which is really interesting. Education game. Lots of supported languages, tabletop mode, whatever. ESB rating, mild fantasy violence. Yeah, sure. In-game purchases. I think that one just that one is just about like Nintendo Online. That if you are not online, the Nintendo Switch system will be like, hey, maybe you should buy Nintendo Switch Online, and that of course costs money. So that's the in-game purchases. I do not think they will have like DLC or microtransactions in this game. God no. But yeah, that is all. Recently viewed Metopia, maybe a future video. So yeah, let's summarize my thoughts on it. So it looks pretty cool. I'm glad it's low price. It's really simple. Lots of cool stuff that you can check out the programming behind games, USB mouse support, and my concerns pretty much are sharing. I would like a library feature where you can just, or an online hub where you can just browse games and try them out before downloading them. It would just be easier to have it accessible in game rather than just looking for codes online. And also a bit concerned about the longevity. Labo itself wasn't a success, and if this isn't multi-millions seller, I am not sure how will Nintendo like keep this game alive and keep the community alive. We have had a bit of a similar issue with Dreams on the PlayStation side, which is also a software or a game where you can make games, but the community just hasn't been so strong as anticipated, and the game just has not been as successful. So I'm a bit worried about this one, but we will just have to see what Nintendo has plans for it. I don't think this is going to be any of their major titles for this year. This will just be something that we look back upon in a few years, like, oh yeah, that existed as well. But I would really like this to be like a big tool that Nintendo puts a lot of care and effort and future updates so you can do a bunch more games and have like much more cooler stuff and more effects and just keep the game alive and keep the community alive. And I hope that happens. But that is just all of my thoughts when it comes to Game Builder Garage. What do you guys think? Are you planning on getting it? Yes? No? Come on, answer something. I'm definitely gonna give it a try, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. That is all from me. So remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below. I really want to hear your thoughts about this. Are you going to get the game? What do you think about it? Do you think the little guy will be in Smash Brothers? When you have answered those questions in the comment below, I hope you have a nice day. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.